And really, Flippy and Plapla were just like beasting for Blast. Do you think they're going to be evenly matched, or do you see one side is stronger in the scout department?
I'm not quite sure what to expect, and we're actually going live right now, so I'm going to do the intro in 5, 4, 3, 2. Welcome everyone to VanillaTV for the upper bracket final here between LDLC.com in the blue trunks and Blast in the red trunks. We are going to go here onto the first map, which is going to be CP Granary with Pledge and Admirable and the mics. And yeah, I'm actually quite curious to see what's going to happen here onto this first middle. James, what's going on, man?
Yeah, Scout's going high for both sides right here. That's the standard these days. But whoa, players bombing in right there. LDC trying to do something huge. That was Break and Captsu, Soda and Demo going in and just got instantly destroyed like Blast were expecting that. Maybe they've been watching the demos and that was just like instant advantage. They're going to push straight ahead here, but both teams should have Uber in time. And this will be the point to pop it. They want to contest the second point. And actually, LDC get forced first. That was actually really nice right there from Payard. And they have done enough. They've actually separated the combo here. Really nice play from Payard. And he could pick that Soda, but the demo comes in from the right.
Aggressive. They're going to go very aggressive for LDLC.com. Delman does get picked up by Captain Ching, who's going to come in from Z. Yeah, there we go. Everyone gets a little bit buffed. It's a 5 versus 4 scenario. 4 versus 4. Delman now comes in. Medic's only 65% health, and the frag's coming in from Plapla. Well played to him, and the medic with only 30 HP. Oh, he barely gets the map back. Is he going to be able to get fragged? And yes, he does go down. Good play by my man Donut, who manages to take down Slip. And yeah, we have ourselves some sort of good skirmishes already. It's a lot better than what we've seen so far.
Yeah, it's still pretty scrappy, you know, just sort of lacking that synchronization. But in comes Payard, just gonna bomb straight in for the medic. He's playing super defensive right on that spawn door. No danger of him getting juggled, and he is in there on that medicine cabinet. He's safe. And oh, both soldiers actually jumped in and followed up by Captain Haxer, and he went down too. I guess if at first you don't succeed, try again, Pledge.
Cami does get taken down by Flinn. A little bit of a sticky trap on the side. Doesn't really matter though. LDLC.com successfully pushing back. Has not used their Uber just yet. But that kill right there, that is going to be very important for Blast, because this Uber cannot really be used to push for the next 10-15 seconds.
Yeah, that just put the brakes on, but they have Ubered here. They do know that they're at advantage, and they do get that medic pick at the same time. Unbelievable. Captain Hax comes out of the garage, and they just sandwich in their pincer maneuver with those two soldiers, just multiplying their damage right there.
Flippy's checking if he can do anything, takes down, and Plapla goes down on the other hand side of the map though. Let's see, is that medic going to get taken down? It does not look like it. Yes, it does! Good pistol from Flippy, taking down the medic from LDLC.com. And while we have a little bit of downtime here, let's go for the rosters real quick. On the blue trunks, we have LDLC.com playing with CroquePubis. Apparently that's how you phonetically pronounce his name. On Medic, we have Cami and Donut on Scout, Captsu and Torvik on Soldier, and Break is going to be the down man for LDLC. And in the red trunks, we have the Blast team with Payard and Captain Hacks on Soldier, Plapla and Flippy on Scout, Flinn on Devilman, and Slip is going to be on Medic.
And of course, we do have a little competition going right now. So if you missed the start of the cast, if you can guess the time that the first round ends in minutes and seconds, message Trail on the chat, either on the IRC or through the
wherever you can reach it, really.
And we'll give you 3 hats from a selection of beautiful hats. But action's going on here, man. Payard is pushed in with his demo, taken out Captsu and now Donut, and that is a 3-player advantage right now as they push on to last. Demo is going to spawn in 2 seconds, but it's going to be too late. Medic goes down, Pledge.
Here we go, Blast is probably going to take this. Bam! There we go, 1-0. And it took us 4 minutes and 5 seconds. That's the time. Officially, that's going to go into the history records as the first round in the upper bracket final of Insalan number 7, held in Rennes, La France, between Blast and LDLC.com. Second middle coming up. James, what do you expect from either team?
I don't know, but I expect someone to message Trell right now and type 4 minutes and 5 seconds. We need some sort of cut-off point here. But anyway, on the middle we've got both demos on the floor right here, and Scout's up top. Everybody playing quite passively until the soldiers come in. But it's Torvik who gets the first pick here onto Demo Man. Meanwhile, Break picks up Slip, and it's 2 kills apiece right now. But Blast are losing players, although LDLC are in a tough spot here, separated out right now.
2 scouts still alive for Blast. 2 scouts still alive for Blast.
As well.
Crits is not going to help him whatsoever here. As I say that, actually, I completely lied because Payard's catching a crit shotgun in the face. Just 1 scout alive. Plapla still alive. Is he going to be able to run into the middle? Does not look like it. Is he still around? Yes, he is, but he's not going to contest this, and LDLC is going to pick up this middle.
I think that's a wise decision, you know, against crits, especially in Granary. The doors are so tight, you don't even really need charge to defend. It's the pressure's going to be on Blast to make this crits effective. Or sorry, LDLC. But basically the only option is to go garage and try and come in from that long side and just get a crit across. That's pretty much the standard way you see crits used, if at all, here. But if they go to those other doors, they're just going to die. Garage is sort of easier because you have a bit of breathing room, but they've got Uber already, so it doesn't even matter.
Making there from Blast, uses the Uber immediately into their face. Medic is going to see if he can get out of there, but the damage has already been done. 1 frag coming in. We can see Break trying to do something in their second spawn, but we're in their second point area. But Donut managed to get Plapla, but it's a 3-for-1 exchange here. Both medics are still alive. And remember, LDLC still has that crit, so we might see some sort of crazy crit sticky from like second to middle or something like that, but I don't think that LDLC will be able to hold this middle.
Our control point.
Yeah, we've got a shout out from Bones to Scratchy for being a Brummie, so there you go, he is from Birmingham. Well done. Congratulations on being born where your parents live.
Time has been added.
And we've got crits ready right now and 6 players up for both sides, but Blast know this, and this is a notoriously hard point to push, especially when you don't have an overcharge. There's stickies on both entrances here on this right side. And Torvik is first in. Crits has been popped as well. Payard goes down. There's a scout coming in the flank though. Medic has cover, and LDLC are going to be able to move in. The Uber's been popped though. Pledge, what do you see right now?
It's a bit of a weird exchange at the moment. 4v4, both down mans have been taken down, but now 3 against 4. Certainly not all is lost for LDLC.com just yet, but now it looks like it.
Yeah, CroquePubis has survived though. And looks like he's going to switch it up to Uber. Yep. Nice tactical decision there, messing with the minds of opponents. He is at a 30%, 40% Uber advantage right now though. It'll be interesting to see how Blast react to this. Will they slow it down or will they just push in immediately? They're going up top, are they?
No, they should play this. Blast should play this defensively until they actually have this Uber.
There's a train wreck ready to happen. No, Break was standing in the corner up top, had stickies on top. Could have got a pick right there if the combo had pushed, but he pussied out. Always
see what's going to happen here. Uber
does
get used. The Heavy is going to make sure, Donut's going to make sure that not a lot is going to happen with those soldiers. That might give LDLC the time to actually build this Uber. 90%-ish is now what the medic has. He's only 30 HP left. The medic gets taken down. Good shot by Captsu, but the point does get capped. 2-0 to Blast.
All his grand designs for nothing right there when the point got capped. It's a smart decision to change the Uber like that, but didn't work out for them. They just needed to force the Uber and get away, but they lost too many players. And Break going a bit slow here. He opted to pick up the med pack. He's going up top.
Flinn as well. Flinn as well. He's going to come in from right hand bottom, but he also took up the med pack. So both down men are quite slow into this middle. That means that the fight is going to take off a little bit slow. Going to wait for the first to be aggressive. Looks like the Blast Soldier is going to be the first to be aggressive, but I think they're both going to get picked off very, very easily here. And LDLC is going to play this quite heavily into their favor with just their Devilman Break going down to Plapla Scattergun. But that is pretty much it. 2 scouts are going down, but everyone from Blast is falling here and there, and LDLC is going to pick up this middle.
Got a single out Torvik right there on middle. He came in from the right side, same as his opposing soldiers. And often when that happens, you see a sort of standoff, but instantly he saw that the other soldiers had jumped on the crates across from him, so he just bombed straight over when they weren't looking and took them both down with a little help from his scouts. But that totally nullified Blast's aggression on the point right there. And real quick thinking right there from Torvik, really nice.
Very well played so far by LDLC, who are trying their best to make sure that the Blast train stops running for just a little bit. They're going to try to pick this up for free. They should be doing a good job. Donut's kind of suiciding out of nowhere. I'm not really sure if I like this Uber. You should be able to outspam enemies right there without popping that Uber, but instead they're going to have to use that Uber, and now Blast being kind of a good situation. We can see Captsu bombing in. Is he going to be able to take down the Medic? The Medic is 40 HP, he's not going to get taken out. Slip is going to survive. He's 20 HP, got some more spam, and now he's finally got into the resupply cabinet. He's going to be full health, 85% Uber. And yeah, I think that sniper shot might actually cause him. I saw a spy going around. Is it Donut? Yes, it's our man Donut.
I've been watching Flippy here. He didn't have many opportunities for picks right there, but he did get one eventually. And the spy's been spotted. Nice from Captain Axe right there. He must have heard that decloak, and Uber's been forced as well on the point, although they are going to cap this. It does mean that they are at a 60% Uber disadvantage right now, and that they probably will just hold. They'll be happy enough to cap second, I would say, Pledge.
Bit of a stalemate exchange here. Let's see if Blast is going to push it. Yeah, they are. Right now, LDLC does have to Uber now. Very good lockdown onto that door, but Slip is going to have to run for his life now. There's people chasing him. Flinn goes down. He is going to be sacrificed. Is Slip going to be able to get out of there? It looks like it does. Plapla goes down as well. So 6 players now from LDLC against the 3 from Blast. And yeah, LDLC is definitely going to get the better end of this. Captain Hacks does go down. Medic has 69% Uber. It's not going to be enough just for now. 40% on LDLC, and let's see how LDLC is going to push this. Are they going to be very aggressive? Are they going to play this a little bit passive? It looks like they made the wrong decision because they didn't do either of it.
Wow, Break a total tunnel vision right there. He was just walking in, look at the point, and the scout just switched sides, came over and meat shot at him twice, and he was down. But like, it's just comedy of errors right now. Blast pushed when they clearly shouldn't have, got destroyed on middle, and now LDLC have just thrown away their advantage. They've lost their medic as well, or sorry, I mean the Uber advantage, and it's going to be pretty equal right now. So we're back to a stalemate. Classic Granary here.
And if you want to see who's going to carry at the moment on the Blast hand side, please look at the scoreboard. I think the dominations, the points, and however it looks is pretty much telling the story so far for Blast, where the frags are coming from.
Yeah, Flippy and Plapla doing work, cleaning up everything. Just super aggressive, and be interesting to see if Blast are just going to camp here. I would suggest that they probably will, being that LDLC.com have the middle point. It's sort of their duty to push, and the fact they're losing 2 rounds right here.
Yep. I presume LDLC is going to see what they can do, and instead Blast is actually pushing. Bit of a weird decision. They don't have to. They might cancel their push halfway through. We'll see. Medic is only on 90 HP. They're still sitting there in that ramp room. A bit of a spam-friendly area. Both teams getting tagged here and there, but nothing really substantial yet. Now the Uber comes in. Payard's going to go, force the enemy Uber, dies immediately. Good focus fire there from the LDLC team. But this 5-second Uber, and the soldier's actually not looking. It could have taken that at medic. Soldier now coming in. He is going to be able to focus the soldier, but nothing's going to happen just yet. Both soldiers getting out with very, very low HP. And it seems like a bit of an even exchange there between Blast and LDLC.
Blast just showing no respect for their opponents right there. They were just like, we're going to go in and we're going to win. We don't care if the odds are heavily stacked against us. We're going to push 2 to 3 when we don't have to. And they did well to escape with minimal casualties. Only Payard, the instigator, went down there. So not bad, but they've lost the defensive position now. They can't hold the yard. They fail without Uber it. And they've backed off. I guess this is all part of their master plan. I don't know, Pledge.
I have no idea either, James. I'm kind of curious to see what's going to happen here, as Blast already has the Uber. LDLC kind of leery. They're kind of looking, making sure that they don't make any mistakes. Now they have 100%. Captsu is actually going to check the drop off for just a second. Uber now comes in. 2 free frags there on soldiers. That's not what you want to see. As the 3rd frag as well. And you can Uber all you want, Slip, but this is not going to go into your favor, not even if you kill Break there.
Yeah, this is really gone badly. Scout comes behind as well. That's Donut there on the flanks, picks up Slip, and there's just one scout in the corner here, instantly spotted. Plapla goes down, spawns are coming in, but it looks like it's going to be too late.
Yep, 2 to 1, and this is actually the first game of which I can properly say that. That seems to be reasonably close.
You know, man, I'm not really a fan of turtley play, but like there's some things you just shouldn't do, like pushing 2 to 3. Blast just they made their bed there and they had to lie in it, man. Now they've lost a round and I don't feel a bit sorry for them. In comes Flinn from that bottom left side. Meanwhile, Break has decided to go up top. I only see one scout up top for Blast. That's because Plapla's working that right side. And actually, I like this position right here from LDLC. They have lost 2 players right now though, so that is not so good. Demoman and Soda goes down. And Blast just up to push down that left flank, picking off players one at a time. And they're out. They have charge. Is that Uber or crits? Uber for both sides actually, but
Time has been added.
see CroquePubis doesn't even have it yet. He's got it now though, and he's been forced again. Every time Payard comes through there, although this time it was Cap and Hacks, but every time they always seem to be able to get the force.
Bit of a weird Uber scenario here with 2 soldiers and a medic against 1 soldier and a medic. Weird as it sounds, 1 soldier and a medic are always going to win that, considering you don't have to multi. A lot of downman spam coming in now. Blast kind of unsure about what to do. They're rotating to left now. See if they can pick some free frags there into the garage area. A lot of teams are doing this nowadays, switching up, going to garage. If you don't have Uber C, if you can pick a frag with 2 of your soldiers.
Yeah, you have to absolutely have to, but LDLC aren't reacting to it at all. They didn't change the sides that they were covering, they just let their players die over there. Although that is partly their fault for not backing out, but they will get the spawns in 5 seconds, so they should be able to hold last quite comfortably. But they're slowly losing these points in a war of attrition right here. Uber popped super early, and yeah, they do have it in time, so they need to start getting out now and then going again.
They're going to get caught. They need to commit now. That's the only chance they have of actually doing something. Looks like they're leaving the demo medic alone. I did not understand that. Payard getting a couple of frags and 3 soldier frags in the end coming in. 4 soldier frags, and let's see. There we go. Blast is actually going to clean this up. It's going to be Plapla against the demo man. 10 HP left onto the demo. He's going to get taken out, and Plapla's going to cap this. 3 to 1.
That was some nice link up there from Plapla and Captain Hacks, just pulling it back when they were at a disadvantage, and wow, can't fault that, man. Can't fault that. You got lucky. That's all I'm gonna say. Looking at the middle rollouts right now. Yeah, Break's going for that med pack again. I guess he's going up top.
Flinn hasn't, so he's going to be very quick towards this middle area. Let's see if he can make anything happen against Break. First sticky comes in, and yeah, a little bit of damage coming in for both Demo Man. It looks like Flinn is quite weak. He's only 80 HP. He gets taken out very early, and LDLC is going to use that opportunity in their advantage and killing 6 players in just a matter of seconds.
Yeah, he actually read that he was going to come up top like Flinn, and his first sticky was on target, but he did it too early in the air and did no damage, and well, just sucked out a bit there. But
Point is being captured.
in terms of the demo metagame, going lower is faster, and you can get that sticky as the demo walks out onto the ramp up top, but he just missed it, misclick really. So they're going up top here. It is Captain Ching, aka Captain Hacks, gets a scout pick like that, and he's gonna flank through to the garage. Oh my god.
Here we go. Good shot. And Break is just standing there shooting his pipes, and he's just like, yeah, well, I'm not gonna get anything done. And Blast are changing that into their favor, 4-0.
Yeah, oh, there's a player behind there. Something happening. Soda up top. It's Captsu. He's gonna get shotgunned though by a heavy, and it looks like Payard's gonna stay heavy for this. That means they are effectively putting on the brakes. They're gonna be slowing down the play a lot here, making it hard for LDLC to push against him with that heavy weapons guy and that deadly minigun.
Not really sure why he stays heavy. He could have just gone back and switched, but then again, that's probably just as slow. So I presume he's just going to walk forward. A couple of frags coming in for Blast, going to secure him in the middle. But the real fight is going to be on second point. I think LDLC is just barely going to get Uber, or just barely not. It's going to be very close. 75% now for the medic from LDLC, and it's going to be a little bit tricky. We can see 85%, 90%. They're going to be very, very close. But with that heavy weapons guy from Blast coming into the fray, it's going to be a very tough point to hold here for LDLC.
Yeah, they're going to take the Ubers out of the equation, and then the heavy's hit point advantage is really going to shine right here. Like, he's sitting here on full health, and these guys are all super low in LDLC. As soon as he comes around the corner, they're going to have to back off or else focus him down. And he's just getting frags left, right, and center here, cleaning up everybody. That's like a giant Dyson Hoover right there. Suck it up, frags, bro. And the medic is trapped behind lines here. He's getting out there, 69 HP. And they're just gonna keep the pressure on right here. Of course, neither medic can really build
I don't really
right now.
understand the push here from Payard together with his medic. Seems like a little bit of an off push. They could try to leg it, but I don't think they will manage. Or will they manage just barely in time? It does not look like it. They need to stay on the point. And everyone does now go down, and instead, that push is backfiring quite a bit. Why is Flippy playing sniper in this scenario? I do not understand. Then again, if there's anyone who can make the clutch medic kill right now, it's going to be him. Sees that down man's going to see if he can make anything happen. He goes to top. Flippy, Payard's playing spy by the way now as well, so a lot of clutch plays coming in from Blast. You can see the medic trying to suicide in, or scout trying to suicide in. The medic has to pop that Uber. They are going to cap this point, and where's Payard? He's hiding up top.
Yeah, we got him as spy right now. I think he could have done alright there as heavy on last if he hadn't gone for the point. As soon as he went on the point, he gave them an angle to just sort of shoot round the corner at him. But if he'd stayed in the open, like, he could have kept them all on low HP and sort of denied them from pushing out from the spawn, but he got too greedy. If he just sort of pinned them in position and waited for his team to arrive, it might have worked, but they overcommitted and they didn't get the chance to cap the point. But right now as spy, he is on the back cap. He's waiting for his teammate to give him that single, but wow, 3 players coming back from here. Both soldiers and medic. They're going to clean up that spy, no worries, man.
Yeah,
do you see that? Flippy, he just walks around the corner in the crate like 10 feet from the demo man. He's like, what's up son, headshot.
If you've ever seen Flippy snipe, you know that is not a one-time thing that he does that, that's for sure. The medic's 97%, he does get taken out. Well played by Blast, good timing. And Blast just blasting through here, no pun intended. And LDLC, they want to cap this middle, but they're not going to be able to. Too much fragging power there from Blast, 5 people down. And just break the anti-headshot demo man, I might want to call him. He is just trying to hold this second point, but he might get flanked. He might get assassinated by his scout coming in from the side. Or they just straight up walk for him and now he's 4 HP going to get taken out. Or not, and he's an angel.
Yeah, that was lucky. Used up all his stickies there. The scout just kept shooting them off and then he was reloading as that soldier challenged him.
Crits on blue, by the way.
Oh yeah, I love that defensive crits, man. It's like there is other stickies up top, just trying to check out how will this push work out for them.
It's going to be a bit tricky. They need to scout forward first of all. You can see the soldiers and the scouts kind of checking on the right, on the top, to see where they're positioned. But Blast is actually using crits as well. Both teams are using crits here. This is going to be a very weird scenario where both teams are going to have crits. The first crits is going to come in. Soldier crits is coming from top. And Medic gets taken out. First shot. Medic from the other side gets taken out. Now it's 5v5 with 5 combat classes. And Blast is saying, you know what, we're going to go for last. And it looks like they're doing a fairly good job so far. Plapla versus 4 now. Takes down 1. So 1-for-1 exchange. And we can see player suiciding. Is Soldier going to be able to get it? He does. Well played to Captain Hacks there. Finishing it off. 4-1.
That was nice. Nice. Save on, as we say in French. But, wow, that was crazy, man. Crazy. Nice pick on that medic with the crits, but, got greedy. Lost his own medic. And Demo going top again. It's break. And Flinn, oh wow, Flynn's getting destroyed again. 2 stickies he's eating, he's super low. Scouts are going to rush him. He's getting called as low.
No, soldiers, well, of course he's low, and LDLC is going to use this opportunity once again. Let's see it. Oh, Ubersaw coming in onto Captain Hacks. Well played, and the scout. Look at the scout from Blast, just doing work all across the middle, and that Ubersaw made sure that the Uber was so incredibly early, but there's nothing, there's absolutely nothing the scout from LDLC can do against the healing power from a medic. Who now has Ubers.
Scout should not have pistoled right there. He had time. He knew he'd like 20% up from that Uber, so if he just reloaded his scattergun, he tried to be a hero, tried to pistol the medic down, but that was so clutch that he had to kill the medic if he wanted to even break even on that middle right there. But, wow, don't agree with that pistol heroics, man. I'm sickened, I'm sickened. What were you doing, bro? You're not quad.
Reload your goddamn scattergun.
Yeah, exactly. Oh wow, but Blast are just going to storm ahead here. The Uber advantage, not so bad considering medic went down there. And as he switched to crits, why is it building so fast? Trying to find him.
They're just building
Uber versus
35
Uber, yeah,
health
standard.
only now. Oh, he gets taken out. There we go. Torvik. the medic got called quite low, and is Torvik going to be able to take the demo, man? The demo's 5 HP. Surely Break is going to chase this, and yeah, he's going to dodge a couple of things. Scout coming in once again from the side, and Flippy and Plapla just doing work all over the place.
Yeah, medic's gone down right there. CroquePubis is down, and it's back to a level playing field in terms of medics. Slight edge for Slip, but he has opted to stick with the overcharge. No crits here. What will... oh, I'm trying to find it. Both are there. Come on, Robin Walker, give me some Medigun notification right here on my spectator HUD, please.
Yeah, you want to have that on the spec. I think we should put in a request with Valve so that we can actually see either the name of the gun that they're wearing or just a little sign like crits or medi.
Yeah, any Uber advantage Slip had has now been lost after he got his pocket soldier picked there on Z. He had to run away, so it's pretty equal right now, neck and neck.
Quite sad actually. LDLC is not pushing out yet. Now they're pushing out. It's a little bit late. Could have been there in Yard a long time ago.
Yeah, they mustn't have the timer on their scoreboard because I only see 4 minutes left, bro. But this is like Sunday driving from them, and it's only Saturday evening.
Yep, definitely. 4 minutes left on the clock. Break does get taken out, and Blast actually counter-Ubering straight into them. LDLC.com is going to have a 10-second Uber advance. Let's see if they can fully utilize this. Here we go. One frag coming in onto Slip, but are there going to come more frags? One frag on Plapla. It's not going to be enough. They need a third, and a third is not going to happen just now. Here we go. Flinn coming
the spy, check out the spy!
I cannot believe that spy. He's getting so much stuff done. There you go. Ubersaw coming in. Well played to him. A little bit of a scout duel onto the right side. Cami does get taken out by Flippy. Doctor! Flippy and Plapla are just destroying, dismantling LDLC one by one. It's ridiculous to see.
Yeah, interesting that Payard had gone spy there. I guess they were expecting a bit of an Uber stalemate. Or maybe he's just like, we don't care. I see a pause here.
Yeah.
No,
no, it's just connection problems.
Yeah.
We've been having those all day, James. We should know this by now.
Yeah. It's just been so smooth. I'd sort of forgotten, man. But we're cool now.
We're cool now. We're going to go not into a middle fight, but in a CP3 contestment area. Let's say it like that with my awesome English skills. We can see Flinn immediately gets taken out. Second player from Blast getting taken out. And LDLC might get the score to some sort of a reasonable level. That being said, Slip just got an Ubersaw in and now is Uber.
Yeah, nice Ubersaw. That must be like the 4th or 5th one we've seen this game. Medic scan all the frags around here. Payard doing work there, just rocket to shotgun there onto Break. And meanwhile, the back cap is on. Flippy takes down one, gets a meat shot in the back. Thought he was just going to turn around and toggle his hacks right there. Oh, Medic steals the back kill right there.
They're getting a lot of frags, James, today. It's the way you go.
It's the best class in the game, man, you know, that's all I have to say on that.
2 minutes remaining. This map is already won by Blast. It's physically impossible anymore for LDLC.com to put out any decent results in their favor. You can see Torvik getting taken out by a lot of stickies. Plapla going into that face. Not going to happen. We can see a couple of smiley faces coming in from Torvik. He is loving it. They're enjoying themselves because obviously this is not the grand final yet. This is just the upper bracket final. But we can probably imagine both of these teams standing in the grand final tomorrow on stage. 1 minute 30 left into this map. They're just going to finish it off. What's going to happen is that after this we're going to be on Snakewater, and LDLC is definitely going to look to get a better result there than they have on Granary.
Yeah, do you think the E2F2L maps have influenced which maps people have decided to pick? Like, people have been practicing week 1 and 2.
I presume
Bad
so, yeah.
And Snake Wars, they're just like, well, let's do that.
Yep. Maps in the first 4 weeks are Granary are the first or the best 4 maps basically we have in TF2. We can see some weird still matey medic to demo duel things going on at the moment. Kind of just finishing off the map and whether or not it's going to be 5-1 or 4-1. No one actually will care about this result. The real game is going to be tomorrow, but we're going to go into a second map. Maybe LDLC is going to come up with a nice funny trick on Snakewater, but the first map, Granary, it's going to be 5-1 in favor of Blast. They're going to take the first map in the upper bracket final here. Well, not here actually, but there in Rennes, in La France, dans la France, à la France. I don't exactly know what the Little word is that I need to have in front of that. But that's where they are at the moment. The French alone with 16 teams. These are the two best ones so far, and we're going to see which one of them is the best on Snakewater right after this. Alright, James.
Victory.
You know what
Hello,
I'm going to ask
Patrick.
you? Man
What
of
are
the
you gonna
match?
ask me? Man of the map?
Yeah. Forward!
I'm gonna go for Payard and his nah. It's gotta be Flippy and Plapla,
Flippy.
you know, can't really separate them, man. I guess Flippy had more points, but as a duo, sick. Just beasting right there, man. Beasting.
Dismantling LDLC by themselves.
Pretty much, bro. We saw some back cap action as well, I think, from the LDLC scouts, but
Wow.
yeah.
I'm just seeing this now. The medic from LDLC, they lost 5-1, don't forget this. He has 97 points. When you lose 5-1, you have 97 points. To me, that is ridiculous.
This means he didn't die, he stayed alive a lot.
Yeah?
But maybe that was the problem. Maybe he should have
Well,
committed with
more?
his team.
Oh, yeah.
Probably not. But yeah, that is interesting. Interesting.
He has more points than Slip on the other side.
Maybe he got a lot of caps, you know. He's just been working all the angles, man. He's like healing everybody, capping everything. That's what you gotta do if you want to get that century game. Can't be playing crazy. You want 100 points, man, you gotta play sensible. Never die. As soon as you die, that's points lost, man. Valuable time you could have been spending healing and capping and stealing everybody's points.